Hello, Leo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Leo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a timeless reading. This energy was activated the moment you clicked on this video. Try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards. Use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Leo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Princess of Pentacles. I feel like you're dealing with a younger female energy. I feel like there's somebody in your life right now that you're either a mentor or a teacher, or you're kind of like an older parent or like a family member that's sort of that's trying to help somebody else, right? This younger female energy. I feel like there is a situation right now that has the potential to be really a wonderful experience. I don't think you're so sure how it's going to go, right? Let's take a look at this card in a little bit more depth here. You're a very resourceful person. Okay, there's a Four of Pentacles. It could be that you're trying to help somebody get back on their feet. Here's a Queen of Pentacles. There is a Hierophant, a lot of earth here, right? There's a Lover's card, kind of a family, definitely a family thing. And there's the Six of Swords. To me, it kind of feels like you're helping someone to help themselves. You're helping someone to get back on their feet and perhaps giving them the support that they need, right? And here, of course, is that Hierophant, that sort of mentorship energy. Okay. Interesting. Let's see over here. Path of the Serpent. We've got the Magician. We've got a Five of Wands. We've got a Seven of Pentacles. And we've got a Two of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy. This is about money. This is about maybe physical health, but to me it feels more like finances, maybe even a living situation. Okay. I feel like this person looks to you as someone who is successful. They look at you as somebody that can help them. I wonder if they have sort of been relying on you, leaning on you quite heavily, asking for money or asking for help, or really being in need of your resources. Yeah. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown, and we're going to set it down right over here with our little octopus friend, the Eight of Tentacles, right on top. And now we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If you have a prediction for that card, please put it in the comments down below. Taking a look around the room here, we see major, major, and major. The Hierophant and the Lovers creating the Magician. Okay, so it almost feels like there's some kind of magical training going on. I don't know if you're mentoring someone or you're teaching somebody how to organize their life. You're helping somebody get the tools that they need in order to become the magician, right? I feel like you are the magician, that you have done something extraordinary in your life, that you have created a success for yourself. And that sort of put you in the role of a mentor now. And I think that comes naturally with this magician energy. When you've mastered something, it's almost incumbent upon you to teach others, to train the next batch of masters, right? Or to found a school wherein your successor can emerge, can be refined, can be discovered. Yeah. I wonder if it is something like that going on. It almost feels, in a way, it kind of feels like the way, the way a boss might try to train an employee, someone that they feel it really has the potential to sort of take over, or the way like a, I don't know, like a parent might try to train a child or educate a child in such a way that they can take over, kind of being the boss, you know. Very interesting energy. The Lover's card tells me that this is more about family. The Lover's card doesn't have to be romance, so let's put our pitchforks away. It could be. It could be a dynamic in that kind of a love relationship. It could be a romantic relationship wherein you're really trying to help this other person because you love them, trying to help them bring out the very best of them, helping them to become their best selves. And to me, that feels like real love. That feels like a good Two of Cups kind of vibe, where we're here to lift each other up. It's reciprocating that. I want to help you be your best self. You've helped me become my best self, and we're sort of doing this for each other. There's this flow, you know. But it doesn't have to be romance. It could be family. It could be a friend. It could be in the workplace. It could be a parent to a child. It could be a student to a teacher even. I wonder if you are a teacher, you know, formally, but professionally, you know. We have a little bit of fire. Interestingly, we don't have any water energy. So it feels like this is kind of business, you know. Even if this is a family member, or even if this is being done because of love, because of that Two of Cups kind of flow and reciprocity, and that commitment and that bond and that love that you have, in the actual work, it's not about the love. It's about the work. It's about doing the thing, learning the skills, practicing, trying it, getting good at it, refining the skills, and really learning. There's no place for sentimentality. There's no place for coddling or for that emotional energy, right? So it feels like this is a family member, but it feels like, okay, you're going to learn the business now, you know. We've got our air energy here. And we then just have a lot of earth, or well, this is Taurus, this is earth energy. We have earth, 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 earth and earth. Okay. So really the fire and the air, I feel that it's, with the Five of Wands in the position of the relationship, I feel like it is a struggle. I feel like you and this person don't always get along, don't always agree with each other. It's an interesting dynamic when we have a Hierophant. Anytime we have a Hierophant, I start to think, gosh, does somebody feel like they're the ones that are the expert and they know everything, and, you know, the other person is just the lowly student, you know? Because it feels like that, and it may very well be that. It may be that, look, you've been there, you've done that, and this person has come to you to ask for help, and, well, that's what you're going to do, you know? The Four of Pentacles that we see is about teaching this new person the right habits, the right skills, in order for them to bring out their very best potential. Four of Pentacles is, I don't know if this is finances, like teaching something, the basics of like saving money and investing money and how to spend money, how to make money, how to handle those things, you know. Teaching somebody good habits. And it's those good habits that if we allow them to become habits through repetition, that they're sort of ingrained in us, they're setting us up for a pretty good future, you know. Teaching some of the basics, the basic skills, maybe like wilderness survival skills, maybe financial skills, maybe physical things, you know, the basic sort of exercises, or just getting into a routine of like eating well and moving our bodies, right? That kind of habits, those are going to allow us a better chance of living up to our potential. Okay? You might be, maybe you're a physical trainer. Maybe you're a financial advisor. Maybe you are just a professor, a teacher of history, a teacher of mathematics. I don't know. But I feel like you're imparting what you know, the wisdom that you have gained over your lifetime. You're imparting that to this other person. They feel like a younger female energy. They might also be a Leo person. You're imparting your wisdom to them to help them to develop the good habits that will enable them to become the best version of themselves. Okay. Feels like a family member more than anything, especially with all this earth energy, and especially with the Lover's card up at the top here. This is a family commitment. This is a bond. This is almost an obligation that we feel towards someone, and I feel like this is a choice that we've made to say, yes, I'll help you with this, and I think it's going beyond just giving money, right? And maybe it started that way because I feel like it's this is someone that they're having a hard go of it, and they've been asking you for things, okay? And, you can keep giving them the fish, or you can teach them how to fish, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, okay, I'll give you the money, but you're going to have to you're going to have to sit through this lecture of mine. You're going to have to apply yourself. You're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to learn something here. Okay? So we're helping someone to help themselves is what I feel. And I feel like it really is coming from a place of love. I feel like it's verging on that tough love where we're not necessarily giving them the money, but we're going to pay for them to take a course or something, that sort of thing. They view you as somebody who has resources to give. They kind of say, well, you've got the money. Why can't I have some? That kind of a person. I'm getting a C or a K name for maybe for that other person or for something involved. A C or a K as the initials. The Queen of Pentacles, though, is you are somebody with resources. You are somebody with the wisdom, practical wisdom to offer. Whether that translates into financial resources or not, I don't know, but this person seems to think it does. And they kind of think, well, you're successful. Why can't you just give me the money I need? But I don't think that's actually helping them. I don't think you think that. So I think part of this is you looking at the past, your own history, and realizing that, you had to sort of learn the hard way. Maybe you didn't have a mentor of your own. Maybe you didn't have anybody to show you the ropes. And you sort of had to learn these things on your own, and you don't want to handicap somebody else by just giving them what they need, giving them the money. Rather, you would teach them how to be self-sufficient. Because you've had to learn that, and I don't think it was easy for you. Okay. Now, in the future position, we have the Six of Swords. This is creating a plan for somebody. It's almost like you have to sit down with them and help them write out their budget. It's like, I'm not going to give you all the money and pay your bills, but I'll help you figure out a budget. Maybe I'll give you a little bit of money, but we're going to figure out exactly how we're going to use it. We're going to break it down, and this is the budget you're going to follow. Okay, so we're sort of doing a little bit of both. We're helping them to establish a plan that will lead to their self-sufficiency and their success, hopefully. And you also feel that you're doing the right thing and that you're not just letting them kind of take advantage of you by, hey, I need some money again this week. So to me, this feels like the plan. This feels like the budget or the financial plan, or like you're helping them. Maybe you are a financial advisor of some kind, or there's a reason why this person's coming to you. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's your own kids or something. There's a reason why they're coming to you. And it's not just because you're the authority, or you're the boss, or you're the parent. It's because they feel like you know what you're talking about. And I think that's the way we look at it. It's kind of like they see I have money and now they're asking me for money. It's makes sense, right? But I think really what it is that they see you as somebody with knowledge and wisdom, and they need help. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know they need organization. They're not sure how to go about this. Okay. And I don't know if it's necessarily about money, but it translates to that in some fashion. Okay. Someone in your life is prone to fainting spells. Yeah. I don't know if that is you, or if that's, I don't know what that is about. On the path of the Serpent, we have the Magician. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do. It is totally free. The Magician is your general energy. Okay. And your general energy is one where you have had to sort of You've had to build your life up the hard way. You've had to apply yourself. The success, you're like a self-made person, right? You had to apply your magic. You had to do it the hard way. No one just comes in and performs our magic for us, right? We're responsible for doing that. So the life that you have is your own creation. You are the architect of your reality. So this person's really coming to you to learn magic, right? And so you're trying to teach them how to bring out their very best qualities, how to apply themselves to create the life that they want, how to be the architect of their own reality. And I think you look at this as you're really imparting some really useful knowledge here. Okay? I think that you do, I don't know, you're good with money in some way. You're an accountant or a financial advisor or something like that, right? But there's a thing with snakes. I don't know, you don't like them, or there's a fear of snakes. Maybe you have pet snakes. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of snakes around you. But the magician is kind of the one that can rub two pennies together and make $1. Okay, so I feel that there's some sort of maybe I don't know what this. I don't know if are you a gambler? What is the financial thing? I feel like this is somebody who would be good at gambling, that has sort of a method. Okay, I'll leave it there. The Five of Wands in the environment or in this relationship, I feel like it's been very contentious, this relationship with this person. I feel like this is not the first time that they've had a struggle or they've had an issue sort of making ends meet. So maybe the Four of Pentacles is like they just, their electric bill or something, right? Or they keep running out of gas, and it's just like, okay, we need to figure out a plan. We need to be able to budget in a way where you don't run out of gas every week. So the Five of Wands, I think, is this growing frustration that, okay, we got to sit down and do something differently, because just giving you money every once in a while when you get into trouble is not helping you. And it's certainly not helping you either, Leo, because it's aggravating. It's aggravating that maybe it's gotten to a point now where they don't even really ask. They just kind of are like, they just kind of got their hand out like, I'm in trouble again. Or they just send you the bill for something, right? Instead of saying, look, Leo, I'm sorry, but I got myself into a bind. Can you really help me out? I'd really appreciate it. Now just kind of like they just send you like the Cash App request for money. You know what I'm saying? And so it's getting aggravating. So you're like, okay, you know what? We're going to sit. We got to have a family meeting. We got to figure this out. This can't keep happening this way, right? The Seven of Pentacles is in the position of what you do not want. You don't want to go broke by having to, deal with this in this fashion. But you don't want the other person to sort of fail to thrive either. So there is a lot of love here. We care about this person and want them to succeed. Okay. The last thing we want is for anybody to really get into a tight spot, to really be in a bind, This is the card of failure. And we don't want to see our loved one failure. I mean, it's our partner, our friend, our family member. We don't want to see them fail. Okay, maybe it could be a sibling even, right? We don't want to see them fail. But we also can't succeed for them. We can't sort of risk our own failure so that they can succeed. I can't go broke paying for your bills, in other words, So something has to change. We got that Two of Pentacles at the end here. Something has to change. And the Two of Pentacles is we're doing things differently. We're going to encourage some proactive steps here. We're going to have a plan, and we're going to say, okay, you do these things, and this is the method. This is what you've got to do, and you've got to stick to that plan. Whether they do or not is sort of up to them. Okay, you can't just be giving handouts anymore. You're dishing out solid wisdom and advice. If they're not going to take that advice, then they don't need to keep asking you. And that seems harsh, but it feels like we're at that point now where there's got to be something different, a different approach. Just paying their bill for them or handing them money is not helping them because they're not learning anything. What they're learning is that they can always come to you to bail them out, right? Let's look at the mystery card here. I mean, maybe some water energy, maybe some joy, some happiness. I think it's going to be more pentacles. Okay. If you have a prediction for this card, please put it in the comments down below. 7 of Swords. Yeah, the air energy. You give them a 6. You show them, okay, this is the budget. This is the plan. You stick to it, you'll be golden. What do? They sort of do it, but then they start they deviate. You go from a 6 to a 7. Well, no wonder it didn't work. We came up with a 6. This is the plan. You went off course. What did you think was going to happen? You know? So I feel like you're going to continue to give them this kind of advice or this kind of plan. You're going to continue to help them, but they're going to end up doing things a little bit of their own way anyway. It's kind of like, well, I got distracted, or, you know, well, something else happened, or I tried to stick to the plan, but, you know, I had to make a pit stop somewhere. I had to take a different turn. I had to stop somewhere along the way, you know. And I think maybe it just comes with the age. I feel like they're a lot younger than you. And I feel like this is just kind of the mistakes that they're going to make, you know. And they're going to keep asking you, help me out. What do I do? I'm telling you what to do. We came up with a budget. It's not my fault that you didn't stick to the budget. No wonder the money's not there when you need it, because you didn't stick to the budget. Yeah. So unfortunately, it feels like this is sort of... This is going to keep happening, right? But I think you're becoming aware that something has to change. That there is a different approach that needs to be implemented here, because you can't keep diminishing what you have available for yourself to keep bailing out this other person. Okay? And maybe we don't want to look at it as a bailing out. Well, that's what it feels like here. Now we're going to do an extended reading. See if we can get some more details. All right, we'll do an Jing reading. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Leo on Tuesday and Saturday. Be sure to watch both readings. I feel like you needed this extra reading. This seems like a special circumstance. This is not a typical reading here, is it? But be sure to watch your other readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.